No, I'm doing freaking solo squads or solo duos because I can't get any solo matches and no one's on. I'm gonna play by myself, so I gotta play duos and probably get murdered. Well, I don't know what you're doing. I don't want to besmirch your free time, running the streets or whatever you're doing. Yeah, I had to work late. I didn't even get home until like 10:30. I had shit going on at work. So, we'll get on, girly. I'll play with you. You know that. I'm sure it won't be a matter of time before I get murked in this match. Alright, let's go. To everybody else that's watching, that is the wonderful Real Murphy. Perhaps you probably already follow her, but if you don't, first of all, hit that follow button on mine, and then if you go right down onto my friends list, you see she's right down there. Hit her up too. We stream a lot together. We're always having a good time. It's always a fun, entertaining stream when the two of us get on. So make sure you do that. It's rare well, it's rare for anybody, but girl or boy, but someone who's good at the game and it's cool to hang out with. She's drunk at her eating. Oh, White Castle. Man, they give you some good breath. All those onions. Oh yeah. Yeah, like I don't know what. After eating White Castle, I don't know what smells worse: your burps or your farts. They pretty much smell exactly the same. Oh well, not Murphy. She's a girl. She doesn't fart. She doesn't burp or fart. Yeah, look up on the roof. Oh my goodness. Lag. I don't know. I've been averaging like I don't know if that number's right because I was looking at it and I was like I don't know how many like 3600 is. Like 30 between 36 and 4000. But I was looking at it and it was like I was having like 4 and 5 concurrent viewers. So I don't know. I don't even know how that hotness works. I'm so confused. Because I had one. Yeah, maybe like 4 or 5. Yeah, I guess that would be right if you. But also, do you ever look at like your ranking in the game? Like on Omelet? Like if you go to like that was some bad shooting. It's yeah, no, go to hold on. Yeah, I did. Go to I'm checking this out on my phone, so I don't know if you're looking at something different. But go to this guy sneaking up on me. So if you go into, if you just MysFyr first, do that first. Then you go in. I go into, like, on the phone, the lower right hand corner, it says communities, and then it'll say communities and games. Click on games. All I have is official game communities. All I have is PUBG Mobile. And then it says live, posts, leaderboard, communities. Go to leaderboard, and it'll have like the top 10, and then it'll have yours. Like right now, I'm like 140. 140 points. But like the other day, I was like 20th. I was like, how the fuck? The people around me had like, way more followers. So I was like, how the fuck do you get? What do these points mean? I don't understand it. It confuses me. I don't know if it's just a gimmick to like make you think you're doing better, so you stay motivated. Are you on your phone? Yeah, okay. So just go to like right when you just normally. I'm on an Apple. You're on an Apple probably too, so it should be the same thing. All right, good. So just log in like it's like your normal screen, and on the very first screen that comes up, in the lower right-hand corner, it says communities. Do you see that? All right. So once you click on that, up on top it'll say communities and games. Hit on games. Now the only one I have under games is official game communities PUBG Mobile. So maybe you have to join PUBG Mobile community. And then I click on that, PUBG Mobile, and then it says live. The options are live, posts, leaderboard, community underneath the PUBG Mobile banner. And just click on leaderboard, and then just scroll down. So now I'm like 140. I have no idea where that number comes from. I have no idea what it means, because like sometimes I'm like 140, then some days I'm like 29th, and then some days I'm 220. I have no idea what that number comes from or what it means or anything. It's like hotness. Like I have no idea like what that even means. I mean, obviously it means like how many people are reacting to you and watching and subbed and whatnot. I mean, you see these big ones, they have like 26,000 hotness. And I'm like, oh shit, might have went from 2,000 to 3,000. What does that mean? Sorry, is that better? I might have turned it off. I might have hit it and turned it off. Fuck, my bad. Good, because I've just been swearing at myself. Making a fucking bunch of shitty decisions. Get myself killed. I'm like, why are you doing this? Why are you running through the middle of a field? Why am I doing this? Oh man, oh man! They're right below there. I know they are. How are there so many people alive in such a small circle? Cross it. Watch this. This fucking YOLO. YOLO, motherfuckers. Oh god. Oh, don't show me. Ah! Oh! Sweet Jesus. Well, hello, sir. Why is this so difficult? Ah! They're fucking everywhere. This is like zombie mode right here, my boys. I think this dude's in here. I'm not sure. Maybe the house next door. Here he comes. Mama. Mommy. Oh, fuck. Now I gotta move. Right behind me. Fuck it. YOLO. Hee hee hee. So, Gurpreet, what's he doing? That was some bad shooting. I gotta move right now. Oh, 1 out of 2 ain't bad, but not good enough. Try my best. I try my best. What do you do when you're good? Best is not good enough. You're probably feeling really bad about yourself. But it's okay. Don't get too down. Turn that frown upside down. Because it's just a game. No matter how hard you try, it's just a game. It's just game. I know. You're welcome. Oh, by the way, all that singing, free of charge. All I ask is hit that follow button. That's all I ask. You like that singing? You like those beautiful songs I sing for you? You like this slightly above average gameplay? Excuse me, like those burps? You get them all for free. All you gotta do is this. Hit that follow button. Just hit that follow button. You wanna talk to hot babes on the stream? Follow up.
Hello, sir.
Hello, you wanna... I was like, you like burps? Come on in. You wanna talk to hot babes on the stream? Come on in. I got one right now. Big C is spamming me up.
Oh. No.
Did you see me hit the... I gotta do this match. Took a while of matching, but I got one. I got one from the hot babes. I presume that there's a group of women out there that are just hot babes that just hang out. I don't know. That's what I presume. I don't know if that's true and or false, but
I have no idea.
Whatever. Should know that already by now. Should know that. But they have like pillow fights in their panties, and their like white t-shirts, like they're like wife beaters with no bra underneath, and they're just like, oh, they just hit to the pillows.
I'm sans all things right now.
Completely buck naked. Whoa! You ain't getting that. You ain't getting that anywhere else.
What's that?
Oh, a camisole.
I took off all my pants and I said, "Fuck it."
You took off all your pants. How many pants do you have on? I took off all my pants because I had 5 pair. Cause
it's so cold here. Like, what are you talking about? I'm just kidding.
It's supposed to be. It was hot today, but it's supposed to cool down tomorrow. I live up in New England.
I am 27, so we are running duos. So sorry.
Look at that shit, man! You get on, and the freaking people just hit you up so quick that it's like, woo!
Like, girl,
there's a girl on.
Oh my god.
So the update on Mr. X.
I don't have my...
We need that content.
Who, Ryan?
I wasn't calling his name. I was gonna call Mr. X.
We can say his name. I don't care. No one he don't. It's not like he plays or anything.
How you know he's not on here right now listening in?
Cause he knows that I stream, but he doesn't know my like tag.
Oh.
Yeah. He said he would watch it, and I was like, please don't. I was like, you'll hear me talk about really inappropriate things.
As a girl, I'm forced to. As a gamer girl, you're forced to talk about
Right?
terrible things. It's not fair. All I want to talk
Well,
about
I'm
is
about to go
baking.
live.
You,
Well,
you haven't gone live, and you already have people in your chat.
what are you? No, I've gone live.
Oh,
Hey, Nappy. Yeah, I guess. Like, I don't know if I'll like it, but sure.
what was it? What's some nude
I
pictures
don't
of?
know. I just said, can I send you something? Give me a dick pic. I won't
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, here's a little something to
Please
all my
do
boys,
not send the dick pic.
to all my bros out there, bruh. All right, so you're like, you want to get some nudes, you want to get some booby shots. I get that, dude. I get it. I understand. You want to see some boobies. There is not your love of booby pics is not equaled to the girl's love of dick pics. No girl that I've ever met has ever been like, I want to get a girthy dick pic. They might not be offended by it if they're like your loved ones, but no girl's ever like, you know what I need? A big, thick dick pic. They're either going to be apathetic to it or completely fucking horrified. Those are the only two things. So,
He apparently has a girlfriend, so we're good.
oh, good.
I was like, okay, good.
Like even if you're in a relationship, and I've never sent a dick pic because I've never been.
I'll say this. So like, as a girl,
Yes.
What the girls would probably prefer, unless she's like totally obsessed with your dick or something, and like really just wants to see it all the time, is to say like something very like, I can't wait to see you tonight, and like take that shirt off of you.
Yes.
Or,
yes.
Know, like something like very classy but like very dirty.
See, I'm taking the boys to the freaking school.
Hey, Kingslayer.
This is what
Yeah. Let's go. Tell us.
I'm going to. I'm said. This is what you got to do. This is a duality because girls have a duality to themselves. And I'm not making this up. This is a fact. It is called if you're old, the Ginger Marianne complex or the Madonna whore complex. Mary Magdalene Madonna complex, where women are just as freaking horned up as dudes are. Okay, so if you're a dude and you're like, what? But girls have a social contract with society to not portray themselves as sluts, as whores. Where dudes can bang all they want and they're just like, you're just sowing your wild oats. But if a girl does that, they're damaged goods, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this is how you play that off. This is how you get best of both worlds. And I've done this, and it works. If you're getting up with a girl, first of all, the worst thing you can do is unless it's a one-night stand, is if you have been dating a girl for a couple weeks, couple days, couple months, however long it takes you for you to consummate that relationship, which means to have sex. And I don't mean a one-night stand. This is for a girl that's like a legit, like maybe could be a girlfriend, but at least someone you want to advance with. If you, for whatever, first of all, you should sleep the fuck over. Don't be a gentleman. Don't just grab your clothes and run away. But whatever.
Right? There's nothing more that makes a girl feel like shit than when a guy does that. Continue.
But say the next morning you get up, she already says she had to go to work, or you have to go to school, or she has a class. You wait no more, and I'm telling you this, boys, 4 hours. You can set your fucking phone on it. Do not wait more than 4 hours. Don't wait 15 minutes, but no more than 4 hours. Anywhere between 15 and 4 hours. But I'd say about 2.5. And just send a text saying, like, it doesn't have to be like cheesy. It's just like, you know what? I really appreciate you, and I think you're awesome. Something simple like that. Just a little nugget of happiness. Because that girl's gonna be thinking, oh fuck, because we had sex, and now it's like going to be awkward, and it's going to be weird, and now, he's not going to like me anymore, or what if he didn't like it, and what if he doesn't want to, now he's just going to tell everybody, now you just got another nachos belt. So you give him a little, you say, hey, I appreciate you, and I'm thinking about you, and I can't wait to see you again. And I guarantee you, that girl will be like, well, I'll put a smile on that girl's face. Unless she doesn't like you. I mean, if she doesn't like you, then she's gonna be like, "Don't text me anymore." And then, okay, whatever. There's nothing I can help you with that. But if that's not the case, just send. Listen, don't wait. You hear these ding dongs saying, we wait 48 hours to text her, or 24 hours." That's a bunch of bullshit. No more than 4. If next morning you get up, you leave. You leave at like 9 in the morning. By 1 o'clock, it doesn't have to be a big thing. Just a little thing. Hey man, I'm thinking about you. I think you're awesome. I appreciate you. That's it. What would you say if you get that, Murphy? Just does
I mean, it would definitely be like reassuring. So like, I'll say like as like a younger female who is navigating like the dating pool these days, um, it's definitely hard. I mean, like I kind of experienced this even, I would say today, where it's kind of like, did he? You just question a lot of things, and it's hard not to because it's so easy for people to be like one and done, hit it, quit it, or even I'll talk to you for a week, take you out on a good date, and then leave. And so it's definitely super reassuring for a guy to reach out like that, because as much as like the guy might be freaking out and saying the same things, I can guarantee that the girl's running like 20 million different scenarios in her head.
Because with a dude, yes. Because with the dude's not gonna think about it. A dude's just gonna be like dudes are kind of dumb.
I'll just be like, oh, it was great, and then just be like
it'll be like 15 hours later, and you're like, oh shit, yeah. Maybe I wonder what Murphy's up to. Maybe I should check in with her.
Exactly.
So set your things up. Okay, so that's the first thing you do.
Yeah.
Hit them up, especially. It's gonna do it even if you haven't like done the deed, but especially the day after you've done the deed.
Yeah.
And then,
it's definitely like easier if you haven't had sex yet.
And
it's a little more chill. But once you have sex, like definitely like message them like.
Because now,
right away,
because you've switched the power dynamic in that relationship, even though it's early. Because right now it's you chasing, chasing. Now the girls, you've made the chase. You've hit that first plateau. Now the girl's like, what do I have now? He's and now you gotta because you know what, you don't want to kill the golden goose. If you want to get some more of that sweet poo nanny, we gotta like work those crops. You gotta water them. You gotta put sunshine on them. Secondly, okay, so now you've been with a girl for a little while, now you're in that weird, awkward place between boyfriend. We're not boyfriend and girlfriend. We haven't like said, okay, you're my girlfriend, but you're way more than just like going on dates, right? It's like you pretty much got about a 75% chance of getting some every time you go on a date. Not every time, but she's also your girlfriend. But you're right at that precipice. This is what you do. This is what you pull. Because now the girl, she trusts you obviously, but she doesn't 100% trust you. You want to get to that. You want to get to that special. You want to get to the secret end zone. You see, you're already been in the end zone. You think the end zone is just having sex, but there's a whole nother end zone behind that end zone where you get to do all the good, like freaky deaky shit that you wanted to do that you always watched, but you never trusted anybody. This is the line you say to the girl, because now the girl's gonna think because she wants to do those freaky shit too. She is just thinks you're gonna be embarrassed, or she's gonna be embarrassed that you think that she's like dirty. This is the line you use, my boys. So get close, turn up the volume, close the door in case your parents are around. You don't want them to hear, or your roommates or whatever. You say, you know what? I'll say it to you, Murphy. You know what, Murphy? You know what I really find odd is that how you can balance both sides so easily. And she's gonna be like, "What do you mean both sides? What? You think I'm?" She's automatically gonna be a little like put off, like, "You've already broken down the wall," because now she's paid attention because now she doesn't know what the fuck you're gonna say. You say everybody thinks you're like so classy, and you come across as such a classy girl to everybody. Your reputation is of such a professional, classy girl. But when you get to know you and you get and you trust me, and I just see that you're into the same stuff, and I can't wait to do all the other things that we want to do. She's gonna be like, "Oh snap! First of all, everyone thinks I'm classy. All right, yeah, and I'm professional, and everyone respects me. Yes. Plus, he wants to do freaky deaky things too, and I do too, but I didn't know how to bring that up, and now he wants to do them
Mm-hmm.
too. Guarantee you, you're gonna get some. You're gonna get some action that you are not used to, my boys. If
Yep.
you do that, and then what you do, most important thing, if you go into some uncharted territory, if you're on the map of sex and you're like, okay, and you see the map north, and then all of a sudden you're like where the map ends, where like the at world ends, and you do something freaky deaky, yeah, freaking, you better be there the next morning, and you better be there and like have breakfast, or go out to breakfast, and you don't act like a fucking freak show. You act like you just like you're very like you're extra lovey-dovey the next morning, because now she's gonna be
Mm-hmm.
like, I'd never had somebody's junk there before, or I've never done that before. So she's gonna be all like, your mind might be blown too. You'd be like, I never did that before either, or I never put my mouth there before either. For you, you gotta fucking can't freak out. You gotta be the big man. You gotta be super. You gotta like, even if you're not a confident guy, be confident. They'd be like, and just be super lovey-dovey,
Mm-hmm.
and like and just be like, and talk about little things like
Like holding a hand.
holding a hand, like a nice little
Oh
touch
my
on the back.
god. Yeah.
Like I tell you what,
Like
like when she's like, when
yeah.
you open the door. First of all, if you don't open the door for a girl, fuck you. Unfollow me, because you need to be doing that shit. But this is what you do. Here's a little extra bonus points. When you open the door for her, you take that's one hand. You take the other hand and you just you don't push her. You just put it on the small of her back. Just put it right
Yeah.
there. Just nice and gentle. Don't push it.
Yep.
Just there. It's these little touches, my boys. Little elbow touch. She says something funny. She says something funny. You're out to dinner. She says something that makes you laugh. You laugh. Ha ha ha. Put your hand on her elbow.
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna be like, it's.
Sometimes it's like those like little things.
You follow these things, my boys. You're gonna be knee deep.
Yeah. It really adds up. Like it really makes a difference. And I'll tell you one thing. So like when this would probably be more so for like people who are like actually in a committed relationship already. But so I was just at the Luke Bryan concert. What was that like
No, I'm sorry to hear that.
2 weekends ago? No, it was amazing.
No, it wasn't.
And yes, it was. And my so I was with my two girlfriends and then myself. And as we were leaving, we were obviously all in this huge crowd of way too many people leaving. And instead of so my one girlfriend was like, yeah, when Corey, that's her boyfriend, when Corey and I are somewhere like this, he's holding onto my wrist like I'm a child that
Mm-hmm.
he's going to lose. And I don't like it that much because it's like, I'm not a child. I'm your girlfriend. You know, treat me like I'm an adult. Treat me like I'm a grown woman. I don't need you to hold my wrist like that. So like, can you hold my hand, or can you like hold my, grab onto my arm lightly, like, just something a little more meaningful than holding a wrist like you're gonna lose me. And so we were walking behind this couple, and we noticed that the guy, he had his hand, and he had grabbed the back of her jeans,
Mm-hmm.
like at the very top, like he kind of had his thumb like on the inside part, and then he like was holding on to like basically holding on to our britches. But we all like kind of looked, we were like, y'all looked at each other like, cute, isn't that? And like, just so it's even things as simple as that, just like being confident in yourself that like she's your woman, and that like
Mm-hmm.
even in a crowded place, like you're gonna show that, because it's just that little touch, because you know that his thumb was rubbing on the small of her back. So like it's things like that that I don't know.
And for a dude,
That's
and
what
for
like
and for
girls.
your friend, is that the dude's like, when a dude, because I do shit like that where we'll do
Mhm.
shit where like we'll be walking in the. I live relatively close to Boston, and when my wife and I go up to Boston,
Mhm.
there's some sketchy motherfuckers.
Well, yeah.
So I'll tell her like, and I do not. I don't know. I do not boss my wife around. So when I tell my wife something, that's usually means like,
Listen.
listen, because I don't do it very often. But I'll see, and I also spent 8 years in the Marine Corps, so I have like a little radar for fucking bad things. And I'll see somebody that looks sketchy, or I'll see something like I'll be walking on the road down the street, and there'll be someone coming towards us, and
Mm-hmm.
I will see something sketchy, and I will literally take my wife by her like bicep, and I will place her specifically in between the dude and myself.
Yeah.
In the theory that if this dude is a psychopath and pulls out a knife and is going to stab somebody or shoot somebody, she could run away,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm hopefully strong enough to fight her long enough that before I die, so she's escaped. When that happens, that girls might think that let's like that dudes are trying to like, why are you trying to run? Like I'm a grown person. That's the only thing of value that guy has is you, and he is going to do whatever he can to protect that thing of value,
Mm-hmm.
which is you. That's something that's been in the dude's genetics for 250,000 years to protect this thing of value, which is you. Now, a girl can say, well, that's sexist, or that's a patriarch. We're gonna tear it down. Be that as it may, I don't give a fuck. The dude is gonna do that. Like when you're in a crowd, I do the same thing. Where my wife does, well, she gets behind me, and she literally will grab onto the back of my pants, and I just start bulldozing through people. Because I'm a pretty big fucking dude, and my wife is a tiny little girl.
Yeah.
And I'm
Yeah.
she's
And
like,
she'll be
and
behind you.
she'll be, and she'll hold on, and then I'm just gonna be busting through, going forward, getting out of here. That if she's not like holding on, she's gonna get left behind because I'm freaking plowing.
Yeah.
So, and also with that same Luke Bryan, so say you're out with your girl and you're at this shitty Luke Bryan concert, right? And or any event. My wife is more into this like hipster indie music.
Yeah.
You go to an event, but if say it's Luke Bryan, because that's about as miserable as anything else, and it is you don't want to go, right? You don't want to go, dudes. You understand it. You don't want to go. Don't be a fucking asshole if she wants to go. If she says, I got 2 tickets to Luke Bryan, you want to go? First of all, it probably wasn't fucking cheap. All right, so don't be a fucking dick. Secondly, she wants you to go. She wants to build an experience with you. So fuck. I don't care if you don't know any of the music. Enjoy it. Enjoy.
Yeah.
I think. And say she's out with her girlfriends. She's gonna drink they're gonna do the stupid drinks that girls drink. They're gonna drink like if it's at like an amphitheater, they're gonna have this stupid like giant pina colada boot where it's like $20 with a giant straw. She might get a little fucking shitty, little drunk, very little drunk. You might have to go into some freaking some super boyfriend mode. You know, like she might have to puke. She's a girl. She probably doesn't drink that much. You might want to hold her hair out of her while she's puking. Don't be a dick. Like if your boys puke, then you can just be like, you fucking pussy, you fucking puker. If your girlfriend pukes, rub her back, hold her hair out of her head, and rub her back.
Yeah.
One of the most points I ever scored with a girl was we went out, and she's a girl. She overdrank, and now she is in the toilet. Right, puking, this miserable, blah, puking.
Oh God.
So she's not okay. So you ain't getting into that night. So don't even worry about it. But this is how you bank that panoche for later. She's probably gonna sleep on the bathroom floor because the bathroom floor is cold as fuck, and it feels so good. I don't care if the bathroom isn't that clean or whatever. She doesn't give a shit. She's drunk. She's gonna sleep on the bathroom floor. Go into the bedroom, get a blanket, put it over her when she's laying there, and go lay down. Go sleep wherever you're gonna sleep. She's gonna wake up the next morning, and then if you're a fucking real stud, and this is how you get like your nuts licked. You freaking the next morning she's gonna be miserable. You show up with a nice glass of ice water and some aspirin or some Tylenol, and you freaking. And you give them to her. Bam, dude! You fucking just won. It's because of cold water. Her mouth is gonna be like a freaking dog took a shit in a desert. Her mouth is gonna be miserable, and that cold water, it's gonna be so delicious. And when she drinks it, she's like, "Who brought me this most delicious drink I've ever tasted in my whole life?" You might don't don't comment about the puke in her hair that she probably puked a little bit. You know, no one needs to bring that up. Wait a couple days, then you can laugh at it because now she's no longer hung the fuck over,
embarrassed and hungover.
And then and then you just go like that. You say that you like a couple days later. This is what you bring it up. You you smell that? I haven't smelt something that bad since your breath after the Luke Bryan concert. And then she'll be like, "Oh, it was so embarrassing," and you're like, "That was awesome." You just say that wasn't embarrassing. That was awesome. And then she's gonna be like, "Oh, we can laugh at it now. Here's my boyfriend. He's my boyfriend. I love him. He's so great. He's such a nice dude."
Yeah. What's that? I mean,
doesn't mean you have to be a pussy though, my boys. Hey, especially when you're a tough guy, and then you're also like sensitive. But here's what you here. I'm gonna also give you the warning sign. You're like, I don't know if this girl is for me. And this is to the ladies too. Because here is the number, besides like banging his best friend or something really, really horrible, which is like no shit common sense. The number one thing that you should never do to your boyfriend, to your husband, to your man is ever emasculate him in public. That is, and I see it all the time, and I don't know if women just think it's like, it's we're equal, so I'll do whatever I want, but never, what's going on never ever embarrass him, or you can embarrass him, but never emasculate him, like, when you freaking pussy or whatever, in public, because it is going to make him feel like shit. It's gotten to the point with my wife where I'll be like, I've done something stupid or something that's pissed her off, and she will purposely she won't say shit when we're there. But I'll tell you what, we get in the car to go home, then she gives it to me with fucking both barrels. Like, you're a fucking idiot. You know how you're acting like, what are you, fucking 12? You're gonna go fight that guy? You're a fucking, what are you? And then you're just like, then you just gotta take it. But she didn't do it in front of everybody. Because when you do that, once you've emasculated a dude, it's just a matter of time before it's over. It's just a matter of time, because he's gonna end up despising you for that, because it's gonna plant in his head, and he's gonna think about that and how you emasculate him, and for a lot of dudes, we might be educated and expected, but we're still guys. We're still monkeys, pretty much. So you don't want to do that. Don't do that to the dudes. But I tell you what, once you get him in private, then fucking tell him how much of a fucking ding dong he is, and make sure, if he did something stupid, make sure he knows it. Don't let him get away with it. Just know when to fucking blast him and when not to blast him. Like, if you're hanging out, here's an example. Say you're like hanging out with your boyfriend, and you don't live together, and he has roommates, and they're playing video games. And you're like,
oh God.
And you're like, honey, we gotta go. The movie starts in 30 minutes, and it takes 20 minutes to get there. And he says something like, woman, I will leave when I'm ready to leave, right? Or something stupid like that, like, because he's gonna try to be a rooster in front of his boys.
In front of his, yep.
Now,
make it look like he's not whipped.
Yeah, right. So now what's gonna happen is you can either be like, you're gonna be like, a girl can be like, you, who the fuck you think you're talking to, you little dick bitch? Fuck you. You fucking get. That's it. But the proper rule is, don't say shit. Just grin and bear it. Now, once he finishes his game, you get in the car. You say, you listen up, motherfucker. You ever fucking talk to me like that in front of people anymore, and I will fucking kill you in your sleep, motherfucker. I don't know who the fuck you think you're talking to. Let him have it. Don't hold back when you're in private, but not in front of his boys. And if he ever does that in front of your girlfriend, I don't know how we could do that, because I don't think it's the same with girls. But you shouldn't do that. He shouldn't embarrass you in public, ever. Like, he shouldn't, like, it's one thing to make fun of you, but he shouldn't, like, ever make jokes about, like, look at this freaking, like, my girlfriend is like, if you ever says something like you're skanky or you're slutty or something like that, that's a fucking red flag, ladies. Get rid of him, because he doesn't respect you. especially in front of other people. If he's out there telling his boys about your freaking private times, right? Like in detail, the dude's a fucking pervert. Get rid of him.
Yeah. I mean, like, I don't know. When I look for someone, like I guess a suitable match, you know, because you can talk to people all you want and hang out with them in private all you want, but you never get a real feel for them until you're out in public. And so...
Is this when you guys are meeting on bbc.com?
Yes, of course, you know, that's how I like it. So, I mean, you pick up a lot on the cues, and I know people can sort of hide their true selves, but, for instance, this guy that I went on, I have some self-confidence and self-esteem issues. I think a lot of girls do because of how the world is these days.
Boys do,
guys do as well. Yeah, but I think guys do as well. And so, you know, I was a little bit nervous about how he would perceive me. And
team match. Let's go.
The thing is that, you know, we went out on this date, and the very first thing he said to me, so I let him pick me up. I normally don't.
The blue team has scored for the first time.
And the
Reloading.
first thing he said to me when I got in his car was, "You're really nice."
Cover me.
Yes.
Totally just that. And I was like, "Oh, thank you." And I had I mean, I wore like a normal everyday outfit, but I put on makeup. And he asked me, he was like, "Do you wear makeup all the time?" And I said, "No, I don't." So he knew like ahead of time that like I had obviously taken time.
Reloading. Clear.
And so
Cover
like
me.
Immediately he got
He
back
remembered.
for that.
But remember that you don't normally wear makeup, and now he noticed that you're wearing makeup now, so...
Yeah.
Reloading.
I don't even know when. Saturday?
Nice shot.
That was like
Cover
the
me.
first thing that I noticed about him. I totally am.
The red team is unstoppable.
But then when we were like at the bar and eating dinner and stuff, like I did not. So what I ordered was a not. I didn't eat it all, but it was a not very ladylike type of food.
Meatloaf?
Nice shot.
It was, you had gone to a German restaurant.
Wiener Schnitzel?
It was a bet. And so it was not, I mean, God, it was like I was having a whole dick in my mouth. So, you know, I was
Reloading.
like, I'm gonna look awful eating this. Like, don't worry about it. Just eat it. And like, so that made me feel comfortable. And so, you know, he kept just sort of reassuring me, and like that
Cover me.
that helped. Definitely.
The blue team is in the lead.
And so
You broads need to also relax that, not eating that much shit on dates.
no, I know. But like, I mean, I got what I wanted.
Reloading.
I mean, like, I was like, I really want some med. Like, I've been craving a hot dog. He was like, so get a med. Like, it was...
I gotta pay attention.
Oh.
I've been listening to you. I'm not playing at a level that should be.
Oh.
Enemy down.
Don't try to turn on me, son.
Cover me.
Your game is weak, sir. Your game is weak.
like, you know,
Eating a big
maybe
sausage
joke
in your
that
mouth?
wasn't funny. Yeah.
Oh.
Dance
The
in my
red
mouth,
team is unstoppable.
No, they're not.
all that stuff. Like, I never felt uncomfortable, like, around him, and I think that's really important.
Great. They're about to win.
The blue team is about to win.
I thought that was some desync right there.
What?
I thought it was back behind the wall, but then I died.
Oh.
But I guess I wasn't.
Half of the match is over, and the blue team is in the lead.
God damn it. This is so close.
Blue team victory.
Yeah!
Good job, Noxie.
Look who's the MVP!
Fuck yeah.
Look at that. Oh yeah, 8 kills at 12. Look at that. Yay, Murphy! Oh, I don't know you. Who's trying to question me? Noxie? I don't know you.
That was the person that we just played with. They're only silver 5. Like, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I can't do that. Why are people telling me to invite them? Like, no, I don't remember how I even met you. Yeah, I mean, like, I feel like...
Who's Boss Bino?
No, I don't know. He keeps telling me to invite him, but I don't remember who he is. I just keep ignoring it. That's like one of the biggest things I feel like on the first couple dates is like making sure that the girl feels comfortable, and like don't be afraid to like tell her that you had a nice time, and don't be afraid to message her the day after, and
Oh.
don't I mean, I don't think she should be afraid either. But for instance, so before this new guy that I'm talking to, I guess, I had some bad experiences. I had sort of been deceived a little bit, which maybe was partially my own fault, but at the same time, it just came down to they were sort of shitty people. And so it's made me like very, very, very unsure of myself. And I don't like to be that way, but because that happened, it did. And I know that this guy is most likely not like them, but it's like I fell for their shit, and I don't. So now it's like, well, what did I do wrong there? And did I do something wrong there? And well, he hasn't messaged me, so does that mean that he's going to do the same stuff that the other guys did? And so it creates kind of these just situations where you're sort of like in this limbo, and you just don't know what to do. And I mean, Pig here helped me, and it was amazing. But it's just one of those things where you're kind of like, I don't know what to do, and you know, what does it mean? And is it okay if I message him? Because so many people have so many different like skewed views of how that shit works, and it's like, just be real. Like, if you didn't feel it after the date, tell her, but be nice about it. Say, you know what?
Don't ghost her.
I know. Yeah, but like ghosting is absolutely
Especially if you bang her. If you bang and ghost,
Yeah.
you're a fucking
Definitely
douche.
don't lie.
You're a
Like,
piece
you
of
should
shit.
just-
You're a real
bitch,
piece
you
of
cut
shit. And I understand it's awkward. You don't know what to say. It's awkward. We've all been there.
Just be nice
But
about
just
it.
be nice. Just don't go.
That's-
Bang and
that's all you
ghost
have to do.
is
That's like the
the
ultimate
worst.
shitty thing.
That's
to
the
do.
worst.
Especially to girls, because at that point, like, it's not even the fact that you guys did it, it's the fact that she like opened that up to you, and
You ghosted her.
and then you ghosted her, and that will make her feel like absolute shit. Like, she will be eating a pint of ice cream that weekend.
Here's another thing, boys. So say you meet a girl, right? You can be friends with girls because if you're friends with girls and you're cool with them and you're a really good friend, you're gonna open up a whole line. You can bang through all your girlfriends' friends. I wouldn't really bang through all of them because you're gonna end up looking like a douche. But
No.
because then she's gonna vouch for you, and then you're automatically halfway there. Also, when you like for myself, I'm married. I love my wife, but then I also Murphy's a really good chick, right? Right? No one's perfect. Everyone falls. I consider Murphy like my little sister. That's kind of like how I see our like relationship. I'm a little older than her, and so
No, I
and
would
then
say, yeah.
and I see and then like so I'm like so she'll say stuff like what is like kind of like what does this mean? What does this mean? I'm like this is what this dude's because I've done all the bad not all the bad things, but I have ghosted before. I'm not proud of it, stuff like that. So, but I do kind of give you like you should have a friend of the opposite gender that you can say why is this person doing this. Because if you're in an echo chamber and you're only talking to your girlfriends about boys, or you're a dude only talking to your boys about girls, it's like you're going to do nothing but give each other a bunch of bad advice.
Do the same shit. Yeah, like I don't even go to my girlfriends anymore.
Yeah,
I don't. Like I went straight. Like pick with today. Like I went straight to you, and I just said I don't know what to do.
Fuck.
Because I don't know if this is. I mean, you don't know all the back end stuff, but it's basically what I was feeling was, is he like not interested in talking to me anymore? Is it okay if I message him? Because what if, I mean, for instance, he was nervous to ask me out on a date. Like he thought I was gonna say no, and so, it's just one of those things where there is a fine line, but it's like no one knows what that really is though. And some people have like a super fine line, and other people it's a little more relaxed. Like, yeah, we can talk all night because I'm not busy, and I enjoyed our conversation, and it wasn't boring, and it was engaging. But then other people would be like, even though our conversation was engaging, it was too much talking to you for 3 days in a row. Like, I've literally met every spectrum, and so the lines are so blurred. It's just so hard. And but yeah, so I just went to pick, and I said, is it okay if I message him? Because at the same time, like, as much as I am insecure about this, I'm also 27. I have my own job. I have my own condo that I'm actually renovating.
Renovation.
Right? Demo time. I love saying that. Always say. Anyway, so I wouldn't say I'm like a super power woman, confident, like have a 6-figure job or anything like that, but I have my shit together. I went to college. Not saying that college means anything, but like I have a degree. I worked my ass off to get it. I still work my ass off every day at my job, and so it's like I am very independent. So I have to basically find this fine line. I have to define it for myself, because I will message someone every day because I don't give a shit. Because in my mind, it's like, if you're serious and you want to talk to me and you want to date me, then like I want to, even if it's a quick check-in, even if it's, hey, I hope you're having a great day today, which is what Pig told me to say to him.
See, that's the key nowadays, is that back in the olden days, before there was text messaging, you had to call somebody. So when you call somebody, it's going to be a whole conversation, which is going to be 20 minutes.
Yeah.
But with the use of text, just check in, just anchor. I call it just anchor the person. You're like, just like, hey, what's up? Just thinking about you. Hope your day's great.
Yeah, exactly. And it worked. And we had a really nice conversation this evening. And it was really funny, and we were laughing, and we learned more about each other, and we were flirting, and like it was good. Like, why is the date time so ridiculous?
I don't know. It's only with, but this is good though, because I have to go out to my car. I mean, I have my phone with me, so can you still hear me? Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
You have to drive to walk out to my car, so I don't know how good my Wi-Fi. It'll probably switch. It'll take me 2 seconds, but it's just like a little bit of a walk. So I'm doing it now. Do you continue? So it's good that it unmatched because I'm gonna be walking for like 6 or 7. So I have to go to my car and then I have to get some crap out of my car and bring it in.
Yeah.
So you just continue with what you're saying. I don't know how good my because now I'm going back and forth from like Wi-Fi to think so. You just continue. I'm listening.
Life, and it didn't work out, and it's because I didn't. If I'm gonna ghost you, I'll be like, "You're an asshole to me," so I'm done. Or I just don't think you give a shit, and I want someone who wants to talk to me, and clearly you don't. So I'm done. Like, I'm very forward about things, and so when I don't like this new guy, there's nothing that's making me want to call out shit. Like, there's nothing. Like, I haven't come across anything that seems sketchy or doesn't add up or anything like that. And so it's kind of like, what do I do? And it kind of like makes you panic a little bit. I don't know. So that's why, like, I didn't even go to my girlfriends. I just asked Peg. I was like, what can I do? Like what should I say? Like, I don't even know what to say. Like, what's casual enough that you don't have to respond, but that shows you that I'm still like that I'm
don't ask a question. Like, just make a statement. Like, you know, hey, I hope you're having a great day. You know, blah blah. You're just on my mind. I hope you're having a great day. And that's it. But that's it.
Yeah.
If you don't ask a question to a dude, you're not going to get a response. Most likely, they might just say, "Yeah, you know, hope your day's going great." But if it's not like, "What do you want?" If it's not a question and you don't get a response back, don't be offended because you didn't ask the question.
Yeah. And it worked. It was I mean, he didn't. So
Hold on, I have to turn the mic off for 1 second. I'll be right back. I just have to get something out of the freaking trunk.
You're fine. He's getting a giant vibrator, and he didn't want you guys to hear it. So I sort of strategically planned. So Pick sent me this message back and said, "Hey, I think that you should say, hey, you know, X, I hope you're having a great day," or something similar. And so I looked at the rest of my day, and so he sent that to me at about 3:45, and I was like, well, I think now would be a good time to send it because I had a meeting at 4, and then I was gonna be driving home for work, and so like as a female, like I know personally if I tend to over focus on things, which I do, that it helps me if I am distracted. And so basically I knew, okay, I have this meeting, then I'll be wrapping up like last minute work stuff, then I'll be driving home, which I have like a 40-minute drive home. Then my mom was coming over, and then I was going to finish my floors. So like I already had a plan of like what was I going to do so that I didn't end up being like, well, he didn't message me, so I guess he's not interested. Basically I kept myself busy, and that is like very key, like to keep yourself busy, to not focus on things. But at the same time, you know, like I personally, I want a guy who wants to talk to me. And so if he wouldn't have messaged me for 2 days, like that maybe would have been sort of a ding against him. But he did. He messaged me back, and he messaged me at like 4:30.
Fuck, that was heavy as fuck.
I got home. Are you okay?
Yes,
Your dildo was that heavy?
Yes, dude. I was like, my wife told me to get some shit out of the freaking trunk earlier today, and I totally gaffed it off. And I was like, fuck.
Yeah,
So I had to like. So I'm now like, we're in the middle of this conversation, and I was like, there's no way for me to grab the shit out of the trunk and keep my headphones on. So I'm like, fuck it. But fuck, that was heavy as fuck. Oh, it was like, it was a bunch of freaking, like, shit. She went to the freaking, like, Lowe's and got a bunch of, like, mulch, and not mulch, but, like, other shit, like chemicals and shit.
Yeah.
And of course she has like a hatchback, like a station wagon hatchback thing. So it's like all this just rolled everywhere. So I'm like reaching back, trying to grab like
Oh my god.
various nitrogen and potassium and for fucking tomatoes. So all right, I got it all now. I'm good now. Phew. But I might get a little out of breath because I was like, of course, there was no bags. I'm carrying like 10 different things, and one's a bag, and two of them are like spray bottles.
Oh my god.
Whew. Anyway, so you were saying, I'm sorry.
I need a man in my life just carry that shit up.
Fuck
I was
you.
just saying, how like as a female, like how I told you that I sort of like strategically planned when I was gonna message him, because like I know that if I were to send that message, like if I sent it like at 9 a.m. this morning and I didn't hear from him all day, like it would have gotten to me, like, you know, it would have. And or like if he didn't message me for 2 days, I mean, I get it, people get busy, but like as I said, I want a guy, like I've made the decision that I want a guy who wants to talk to me, to say, even if it's to say hi every day. Hi.
Does this dude have a job?
Great. I'm super busy. He does. I'm super busy.
All right.
You know, okay, that's fine. You know, I hope you have a great day. Like, even if it's something as simple as that, like, I want that type of communication. Probably because I didn't have that in my last, I mean, I, like, kind of had it in my last relationship, but it wasn't meaningful, I guess. And so that's what I'm looking for. And, but yeah, but like all was well, so like I just strategically planned it out, and then he responded, and then I was in a meeting, so I responded right away, and so yeah.
So that's the other thing, is that texting during the workday, that's a because everybody will have like a workday ebb and flow, right? So if you text me at like 9 a.m., that's when I first got to work. I got probably like 15 live fires to put out. So if you text me but then probably around 10:45, 11, I think in most people's days they kind of have like a lull, maybe like even an hour before lunch. But you probably got to work, you've been busting your ass for like the first couple hours. Now you're like, whew, you might check your phone, check the internet real quick, whatever you do if you have that type of job, whatever. That's so if